One of my favorite sayings that I learned from college is it's better to cheat than to repeat. And simply what this means is if somebody has done it before, has gone through the struggles, have spent the money, has lost the money, but they've gotten the results that you're looking for, why would I redo all of the things that they went through versus just copying what actually ended up working? See, this is actually one of the hacks or, success tricks to life. And most people feel bad and they think that they have to go through all of that heartache and pain in order for them to feel worthy of getting what they actually wanted. But today I want you to know that it's okay to copy and paste what truly successful millionaires have already done if you want to become a millionaire. And today I'm gonna drop 6 things that I've copied and pasted from other millionaires that you guys can do the same in order for you to become a bigger, better, more wiser self so you can get into your millionaire zone easily. Let's get it. Number 1, I got this from my boy Jamel. So in the real estate space, you'll find out that it's very small. And through making a bunch of calls, through doing marketing, sellers were telling me about one of my competitors. And his name was Jamel, or REI Academy. That's kind of what he puts out there to everybody. And a seller was telling me about him, another seller started telling me about him, and I started to seek this person out and see, what kind of things he was doing. And so I started looking at his marketing, and then I started finding him online. And one thing I noticed he was heavy in was working out. Every day, Jamel has worked out every day, every single day, no matter even if it's vacation time, every single day for the last 20 years. And when I finally got a chance to meet Jamel, he expressed he thought that this was one of the things that catapulted his success. See, the way he explained it is when you work out, okay, you are stretching your physical body, okay? You are stretching your physical body to the point of going to whatever that next level is, And outside of stretching your physical body, mentally, you have to be okay with going through that pain when you're doing those bicep curls or when you're doing those push-ups. And so when you're working on your physical body and your mental health at the same time, you can only go into the day a beast. You can only go into the day a winner if you've done your workout first thing in the morning. The second one is my guy, Alex Hormozi. Now, I didn't get this from Alex. I actually got this from the car dealership, but hearing Alex mention it, it was more like a confirmation. So if you guys are readers like I am, in the Bible, there are several things that are mentioned multiple times. And I can remember, asking my pastor, like, hey, why are things mentioned so many times in the Bible? Like, who likes repeating themselves over and over again? But whenever you hear something over and over again, it's simply a confirmation of the truth. Okay, and what that confirmation was is it is okay to work. It's okay to fall in love with work. And realistically, we want to work in the morning, we want to work in the afternoon and the evening. Okay, the Bible says plant seeds in the morning and plant seeds in the evening because you don't know which one will harvest a fruit, maybe both. Okay, in entrepreneurship, in life, get okay with just working. There is joy in working. Matter of fact, here's another one real quick. So in Genesis, God created heavens, he created the earth, he created the animal, he's created the land, and then he created man. So essentially, he created us to work. Okay. Now I do find that the more I actually work, the more I get better. You know what I mean? So I'm able to not just do more quicker, but I'm also able to lead better. I'm also able to see like problems before they come up. I'm able to make money faster as well. And I think the more you focus on your work, the better you'll get. My email campaigns, if you guys aren't getting those, go ahead and check the link below down to my website and subscribe to our newsletters. But my email campaigns get so good, my competitors subscribe to my newsletter and then they give me props on it after they read it. That's how I know they're about to copy what I got. The next thing is buy a million, okay? Buy a million. I got this from my boy Clayton Morris. I remember really studying his stuff when I was at the car dealership. His thing was buy a million, okay? Because if you buy a million, especially in real estate, it'll only cost you $500,000 in debt, okay? It is way easier to buy a million with $500,000 in debt, and then boom, you got $500,000, okay? And he explained this in a couple different ways. If you are managing, your credit in a, not even like like the best way, not even like a 720 or 740. If you're managing your credit at a 640 or 650 level, okay, and you go out and you learn how to talk to people and use skills like marketing and negotiations, and then you partner those skills up with your good credit, you'll be able to go out to these banks and get these deals under contract and be able to buy a million. Now, the coolest thing about that is it doesn't take a lot of time. I mean, realistically, in 6 months, you can buy a million. And technically, $500,000 to get a million in 6 months in equity, now you have $500,000. And what he explained about this is for young people, that's 20 to 35, realistically, if they wanted to change their life at that particular point, after they've done that, they can do two different things that would now explode their trajectory at an early age. They could either, one, with that good credit, refinance those properties and pull cash out, 100 grand, 200 grand, still keep those properties and continue to do it more. Okay. Or two, they could sell those properties and take the whole $500,000 and then do it again. Now, when he explained this, it made sense. This is the power of real estate. This is the power of the United States. Because if you think about why some foreigners are able to come in, barely know English, okay? Barely know anything, but they're able to come here, and in 2 years, next thing you know, they got a $500,000 house. Next thing you know, they got 3 companies. Next thing you know, they own a hotel. Why is that? Because in the United States, that is one of the biggest factors that can contribute to success. We can buy good fixed debt with just a good credit score. And realistically, if you buy right, you'll be able to buy with equity really quickly, and you'll have 2 options. Keep them, refinance, and get tax-free money, okay? Or sell them, get all your equity out, and do it again, okay? It's my boy Dave Ramsey. I don't necessarily agree with a lot of things that he talks about now, where I am now in life, but at that time, I needed Dave. I needed Dave for those things, the debt snowball, saving up $1,000, working on those debts, the smallest, I needed that. I actually ended up paying off like $60,000 of debt in like 12 months, in which realistically that had helped me transition out of the car business. It kept my bills low when I did that. That was awesome. But one of the things I love that I got from Dave is that you should give like no one else. Okay, you should give like that is my thing. See, millionaires are not just millionaires because they learn how to work hard and they know how to hire people. No. Millionaires give, okay? Now, think about giving not just in a monetary aspect, but think about giving as maybe I give my time. So Miss Oglesby, she purchased a course for me. I think it was like 3 days ago, and it doesn't come with a one-on-one coaching call. But because, she reached out, and in the last year, I've seen her commenting on my YouTube videos. I was like, let me give this lady a call. Let me call and introduce myself. Not because that's what she paid for or that's what I owed her, but because this is a form of me giving, because it would help her. This would help, the phone call, the questions she's had, the answer that I'd give, the time that I was willing to sacrifice, that is a give, so give like no one else. And that is a real true blessing or seed that you're planting. not just for the person that you're helping out or the church that you're giving to or the mission that you're doing, but it is a seed for yourself because it's just going to come back times 10. Okay. Now, the next one is success loves speed. Now, this is another one that I got while I was at the car dealership, and it came from Mr. Grant Cardone. Now, if you guys don't know, Grant started off selling cars, and he was making education with cold call scripts, teaching dealerships, how to get more leads and close opportunities. So that's how I discovered Grant, not real estate. And one thing that I got at the car dealership through his trainings was that success loves speed. Let's say that you have an idea. Okay, for instance, whenever I have an idea for videos, I instantly go to my phone, I write those ideas down, and I keep like a long list of video ideas. You know why? Because if God gave you something, you should cherish it enough to where you actually slow down, let me make a note of it so I can actually do it. Okay, because if you don't, you missed it. And realistically, we're one decision away. We're one great idea away. We're one step of implementation away from changing our lives. I don't know what gave me this idea, but at some point I was doing deals. I was full-time already. I had Cameron helping me out getting leads, and I still had my mom helping me out with TC and those kind of things. But I just wasn't moving as fast as I wanted to move. And I don't know what gave me the idea, but once I had the idea that I needed to find somebody to teach this thing to me better. Like, I was getting it. I was doing deals, we're making money, great. But when I had that idea, I instantly started figuring out what that person would look like. I didn't find that person yet, but I started figuring out what that person would look like. I wanted them to be in my age. I wanted them to be making $250,000 a month or more. I wanted them to have an office, and I wanted them to believe in God. And so I instantly did that. And I began my search online. This was like crazy because I started deleting people out of my Instagram that did not serve me. So if you were making jokes, I deleted you. If you didn't provide any value on my page, I deleted you. If you wasn't moving in a certain direction in a certain way, I deleted you. And I started finding people who were talking game, right? Who were talking about finances, who were encouraging, not being discouraging and leaving a whole journal of stories and bad habits, online. People that were encouraging, doing business, talking finances, talking spirituality, talking growth. And doing that, I found my first mentor, Carlos Reyes. But I remember how just that idea and me going to, as quickly as I had the idea, writing down who I was looking for, I found that person. And ever since then, we've been doing more deals than we've ever done before. Now, and lastly is, I got this from my boy, Tony Robbins, is being optimistic. Okay. Most millionaires are optimistic about everything, simply meaning that whenever they have an idea, an opportunity, a new relationship that comes to them, instead of thinking lack, they think abundant. Instead of thinking this will not work out, instead of thinking, I wonder what this guy is trying to get from me, instantly millionaires think, well, this could work out really good. Instead of thinking, the negative, we think the positive. So now I want you to try this today. Whenever you're driving or whenever you're talking to your kids, do yourself a favor and don't say or think anything negative. Think positive, that things are gonna go your way. When something bad, you say, no problem. Anything that happens, I can handle it. And what this is gonna start doing, it's gonna start training your mind to solve problems. Now, when you start doing this enough, you'll solve problems quicker. So let's say that, a problem came up today. Some people will delay it and say, okay, cool, I'm gonna take care of that tomorrow. Some people say, well, I'll deal with that next week. Some people will get to next week or tomorrow and then will continue to delay it. But if I get good, at being optimistic, so that way I don't ignore it. Okay, I don't ignore it because I'm optimistic about it, that I can handle it. Anything comes my way, I got it. So instead of ignoring it, I instantly start thinking, well, how can I solve this? And I get it solved by 11:30. So that person that solves a problem in 3 minutes, in 3 minutes is 2 2 weeks ahead of the person that solves it in 2 weeks. And essentially, if you get ahead of someone that's making, solutions in 2 weeks, but I can get solutions in 3 minutes, I've solved 10, 12 problems today, while that person is literally 3 months behind me. And so you'll start moving faster. You'll start moving faster than everybody else. And then people will start saying, "Ooh, you're so lucky." Literally, this is how it happens, okay? You are the person that you want to become is you're on the way there. You just have to start doing those things that person will do. Working out, enjoying the process, okay, of work. Learning how to use that and manage your credit properly. Okay, giving like no one else, whether that's time, money, or knowledge. Okay, understanding that success loves speed, and also just being optimistic about your life. Okay, you only got one. Go hard. Let's get it.